Hello and welcome to my new video called Reading Books Until I Find My Next 5-Star Read. Book yaps with Ash. I've seen this as a trend on YouTube and I thought this would be fun to try out because I don't really have a TBR right now. I'm kind of just mood reading. Hi Cinnamon. Whatever I feel like reading next. I think it'll be fun to record after every book and see how long it takes to find my next 5-star read. So we're starting with a book I finished 2 days ago, Reprieve by James Hahn Matson. So Reprieve is technically a horror book about a murder that happens in a full contact haunted house. Essentially, you sign up as a group of 4. You have to get through all these different cells where you're attacked by actors. It's set up to look real scary and very real, and there's this group of 4 that makes it all the way to the end, and one of them is murdered. The thing that's actually led to all of the bad reviews of this book is the structure and the storytelling of it, but that's what I liked the most about it. I thought this was actually gonna be a 5-star read for me, but basically the structure is you're getting backstories from a bunch of the characters that are connected to this event. So some of the ones that were part of the group of 4, one of the girls works at this place, and another of the characters is connected to the owner of the haunted house. And you're getting their backstory, and as you're reading it, you're wondering, like, how is this connected? How is this relevant? And that to me was really interesting and made me want to keep reading it. In between those chapters, you get each of the cells. So what happens as the group of 4 navigate through the haunted house on their way to the final cell. I'll also add, if they finish and get to the end, they could win $60,000. So that's kind of the motivation there to go through torture. Why wasn't this a 5-star read? It was super enjoyable. I really loved reading it. Couldn't put it down. Couldn't stop thinking about it. The end for me left something to be desired. I expected there to be more of a connection between all the different characters. A lot of questions were answered, but some felt kind of like they were up in the air, and sometimes I like that, but sometimes I don't, and I just feel like maybe the ending was a bit rushed. That to me left this as like a low 4-star read. I did really enjoy it. Again, a lot of people, if you're looking for actual like horror, I wouldn't really say this is horror as much as it has like a social commentary about what it means to be a person of color, queer in the 90s. How people were treated. There's fetishization talked about a lot, and it's all just within the context of a spooky haunted house. So I really liked it for that reason, but if you're looking for like straight horror, this might not be it for you, but it was unique. I hadn't read anything like this before, so I do recommend, but it's not quite a 5-star. I'm now reading The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. This is my, I think, 3rd book that I've read by her. I really, really loved Station 11. That was a 5-star for me. Sea of Tranquility didn't totally hold up to the hype of Station 11, but had a lot of the elements that I really liked from that book. And this one, I guess, is connected to Sea of Tranquility, and maybe I should have read it first, but I didn't know until after. So will this be a 5-star and this will be a shorter video? We shall see. See you when I'm done. So here's the thing about this book, The Glass Hotel, and really all of her books, is that you've got lots of characters, you got a lot of stuff going on, everything's connected, but you don't know how yet. And I like that. I like that. And I like when it comes together and you're like, ooh, interesting. I'm having a hard time being into this book, but what it says on the flap, you know, the synopsis, really makes me want to keep reading so I know what happens. But I'm struggling to like keep picking it up. So we'll see what goes on. I started the other night All's Well by Mona Awad, because I just read Bunny and I loved it. And that was 5 stars. So, but I haven't picked that up since because I am still intrigued by this. So that's where we're at. Bye. So I did finish The Glass Hotel, and I think the reason for that is my need to know more than my enjoyment of reading the book, because I don't actually feel like I really enjoyed reading most of it. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. and that means it's not a 5-star. In comparison to her other books that I've read, it just didn't really hold up. I didn't get the answers I wanted. The connections that you learn about at the end were good, and I do feel like it while I was reading the book, I kept thinking like, what's the point of this? What are we doing here? And I feel like those questions were kind of answered, but yeah, I think it was trying to do something that I didn't feel like it did or achieved. So not a 5-star for me, but maybe this one will be. See you later. So I'm about halfway through All's Well right now by Mona Awad, and it definitely has the same energy as Bunny. It's very weird. There's an unreliable narrator. Spooky stuff has been going on that you can't really explain. So I've definitely liked it so far. Whether or not will be a 5-star kind of depends on where it goes in the second half of the book and how it ends, and if some questions are answered, because I have some suspicions about what's been going on, but I'm unsure of them. So we will see if this is the video ending book or not. Goodbye, Ferris. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. All right. Here it is. The video ending book, All's Well by Mona Awad, is the 5-star read that ends the video. Definitely a 5-star for me for a few reasons. Having read Bunny just a few weeks ago, the book that was published 2 years before this one, that is far more popular for being weird, for being confusing, for having an unreliable narrator, for being unique. I wasn't sure if this one was going to hold up to that one in itself. But it totally held up. It was different, but still so weird, uncomfortable, and exactly what I was looking for, having just read Bunny. I also feel like it's a 5-star for the way that it spoke about chronic pain. I suffer from chronic pain, and despite it being like a horror and unreliable narrator who was like sometimes, I don't know if likable or unlikable are really words you use here, because you don't really trust her, but that's the thing too, is you don't really trust her, but you still do feel for her when she speaks of her pain and how other people treat her. There's a quote near the end kind of speaking to like the correct level of pain that you should be in. You know, you don't want to be too much of an inconvenience, and people tend to get sick of it, kind of thing. And I think people who experience chronic pain probably can relate to that feeling. Basically, without giving too much away about the book, Miranda is a actor turned teacher because she had an accident falling off the stage, which put her in so much pain that she was not able to act anymore. So now she works at this college, putting on and directing Shakespeare plays. Her class, her students wanted to do Macbeth. She wanted to do All's Well for personal reasons, really. And she's approached by 3 weird guys who are like, we want to see All's Well, and they fund it basically, but then weird stuff starts happening. Her pain starts transferring to other people, it seems. You don't really know what is real, what's not real. It's another one of those books where you want to go on Reddit and look up the ending, because it's pretty ambiguous. So I felt like it was spooky, unreliable narrator. You don't know what to trust about her. She just throws in little things that it's like, oh, you know, did you know you just said that, kind of thing. And I think that's really fun to read. And so, ta-da, we have our 5-star that's ending the book. This was fun. This was a fun little video to do, so I might do another one of these in the future. Let me know if you liked it. Cool. Thanks for watching, and happy reading, I guess. Bye.